Please give it up for a very funny guy, Matt Kelly, everybody.
Well, thank you all for coming. You guys hear about that scandal at McGill? That was pretty cool. Apparently, a football player at McGill University in Montreal, as part of his rookie initiation, he was anally probed with a broom. Did you guys hear about that? You know, and he's all upset about it, but it's like, dude, you're going to university in Montreal. Didn't you expect a little bit of sodomy? I mean, you're going to school in a city where they met master's degree for butt fucking. You know, and the best part is McGill, they're not even apologizing for it. You know, they have an interview with the dean, and he's like, well, that's why we tell them to read the brochure. But I mean, who the hell goes to McGill for sports anyways? You know, that's like going to Ryerson for the great social scene. Or going to York for academics. And I love telling that one because, like, everybody who goes to Ryerson's like, yeah, it's true, we have a crappy social scene. And everybody who goes to York is like, what the fuck is academics? Oh, I hear it's a club downtown. Yeah, that club is stupid. I'm from Toronto, and I love Toronto, and I love Toronto sports teams, for example, but we have got to have the lamest names for sports franchises in the world, don't we? Like, what do we got? We have the Toronto Blue Jays, right? The Toronto Maple Leafs. We have the Toronto Rock. Like, we gotta be the only city so lame that we name our sports teams after things you can find on your front lawn. But I thought, wouldn't that be cool though if like other cities did that? You know, if like Buffalo named their sports teams after things they found on their front lawn? Now I'd love to see it be like, the Yankees aren't tough tonight. They're facing off against the Buffalo broken down 82 Chevy. On cinder blocks. Being used to house your unemployed brother-in-law. You know, I love that baseball announcer's voice, I really do. And I always wish that I could get like the baseball announcer to like announce one of the fights in my relationship. You know what I mean? Like, Matt comes home drunk again. His girlfriend's been waiting up for 4.5 hours. This one's gonna be a doozy. Matt starts off with an incoherent speech about a cab driver, a broken streetlight, and a raccoon. She counters with complaints about his sexual performance and his inability to keep a full-time job. As always, this fight has been brought to you by alcohol and her menstrual cycle. You know what else is going on? I turned 24 recently, had a birthday, that was pretty cool. You know, I'm 24 now, but you know, I feel like, although I've matured, I still like to do the things, you know, that I did when I was 14. Like, you know, like watch cartoons, play video games, feel up 14-year-old girls. Well, it's legal now, I read the papers. You know, you guys are blaming me, but come on, I'm not the one putting the hormones in their milk. Shit, I've seen some girls in grade 7 with saggier breasts than my grandma. I promised myself I wouldn't do that Wednesday night. That sounded like fun. But you know what? I do. I love my grandma. She's great. You know what? She says some stuff that's a little crazy. You know what I mean? Like for like video games, for example. She says that video games are ruining the minds of today's youth. But you know, it's hard to believe her. She also says that dogs have cleaner mouths than we do. And you know, I just watched my dog lick his balls for 45 minutes. I don't know if Grandma knows what she's talking about. But I love my grandparents. I love my grandpa, but he's getting crazy too. You know, he's becoming one of those old men that's just racist against everything. You know, an old guy like that. Like, he's so bad now that he is prejudiced against races that don't even exist. Like, we were hanging out, and I said, Grandpa, why are you so angry all the time? Goddamn albinos taking all our jobs. Goddamn metrosexuals causing all that street crime. I visited my grandpa recently. He asked me to hook up his email. Like, my grandpa wants to use email. How messed up is that? I mean, this is a guy who used to call computers faggy TVs. But you know, my grandpa's using email, and I realized that our form of communication is evolving so quickly that we're losing track of a great art form, and that is the art form of letter writing. I mean, how many of us in this room have probably sat down with a pen and a paper and actually written a letter? Probably not one of us. And so I thought, I would try to revive this great art form, and I would make a point every day to write a random letter to somebody I think about or meet on the street. So I'm going to read you a few of them, and we'll see how they go. All right? Letter number 1. Dear Lucy. Lucy, by the way, is my ex-girlfriend. All right, here we go. Dear Lucy, so that's what high maintenance is. Now I understand what my Jewish buddies are always complaining about. Oh, and I apologize for my little outburst the other day. I don't really think you're a retard. Because retards have an excuse for being stupid. They're retarded. That's what they're good at. That and returning the buggies at Loblaws. Love always, Matt Kelly. Alright, that one did really well. Here we go, number 2. Dear girl I sit next to at work. I'm not the only one here who hates you, but everyone else just acts nice to you because your dad has cancer. Not me though. Cancer be damned, you're still a stupid bitch. In fact, I think he's faking it to get out of attending your wedding. Enjoy the honeymoon, Matt Kelly. Wow, number 3, here we go. 2 more. Dear Katie Holmes. I was wondering how you could go lower than Dawson's Creek. Touche, Katie Holmes, touche. Oh, and good luck getting knocked up by Tom, because unless my grandma's right, you can't get pregnant by hugging. Stay away from Batman, Matt Kelly. And my final one of these letters. Here we go. Number 4. Dear people who go to York University. Hey, look, there's evolution. No, it just passed you by. Oh well, maybe next life you can be reincarnated as somebody who actually gets accepted to U of T. I'll take fries with that, Matt Kelly. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.